15 things more important than money.
Ooh, can we guess?
Yes, you're great because you're putting
Tying
tying things together. Yeah, 15 things more important than money. Exactly what you're saying. Experiences,
Exactly.
wisdom,
Okay.
marriage. Let's talk about these three.
Interesting.
Okay, in your scale of life, how much do you value your experiences, Megan?
It's the most important thing to me. I'm with Deanna.
Would you say that?
That to me it's about my trips and how I spend my time.
Okay.
To me, my time is what's the most valuable for me. So
But you got 3 jobs now, though.
yeah, I know, exactly. That's why I'm rethinking things a little
readjust.
bit.
Yeah.
It's because to me I only have X amount of time, and hopefully it's a long time, but it's limited, and I want to do the things that I want to do. And one of those top things for me is traveling and also spending time with people that I love. So that's what I put my value on.
Okay, so it's up there, huh?
Yeah.
Would you say, okay, for example, let's say you find a guy that you wanna have as a boyfriend. Would you give up that relationship because he doesn't want to travel, for example?
Yes.
You would do
Yes.
that because for you it's really, really important. no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Done that before.
You have, no?
You ditched a guy because he.
You ditched him. Mira, chicos,
Not ditched.
ditching
It's only one
someone,
to
ditching
do. Oh my
someone is splitting up, no? Cortar
Yeah.
con la persona, rechazar a la persona.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened a few times, to be honest. I mean, with one Spanish guy, for example, I'm so weird, they're going to see this, but I was...
Que no lo van a
probably
ver
not
si
him.
esto lo ve nadie.
We dated in Algeciras. Then I was going home for the summer for 3 months, and then I was coming to live in Malaga, like an hour and a half away.
Okay.
But he freaked out about the distance and broke up with me because actually
He did.
broke up with me because he wasn't interested in traveling. Like, he lived in Algeciras, and there's not a lot to do in Algeciras. I don't know if you've been, but he didn't want to really go far. But then I did see, a year later, he was dating someone and they went to Italy. So I was like, okay, maybe that just wasn't the right person for him. That's
Yeah.
fine. And it was kind of a moment of like, okay, that's confirming that. Like, I was sad at first, but yeah, my recent relationship in New Zealand ended for a few reasons, but nothing really obvious. It was like,
Gotcha. Yeah.
yeah. But one of the main things was that he wasn't ready to travel to Spain with me, and I knew I was going back.
And
to
you
Spain.
were what, like 22, 23 or something?
No, this is last year.
Oh, last year, so 26.
He was 22.
He was 22.
I was
okay.
26.
Okay, so you
So
like
that
him.
was the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also.
Oh, but
That's hard.
He's great.
Yeah. You know how to catch him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, marriage. Hey,
Probably saying
how
this.
about,
Sorry.
how about these ones? Marriage, physical health, and friendships. How, would you say? Of course, for me, physical health is always the top. Because
Yeah.
without health, the thing is, we are young, we're still young, so we don't think too much about health. But if you think about it, if you don't have health, you don't have anything else.
Yeah.
Because you're not motivated to travel, to have experiences, to meet people or whatever, to find
really
friends
important.
because you don't have good health.
They say, the connection between living a long, healthy life is having close relationships.
Close relationships. I agree.
So, I think the pandemic showed us that a little bit too, of how important it is to have a community and to feel like you are a part of something. Because I think isolation and loneliness is so detrimental to us.
It gets you become a, what do you call that? A shutting?
Hermit?
A hermit.
A
No? A
hermit
hermit,
is one,
yeah.
yeah.
Hides away, yeah.
Yeah.
You withdraw from society, You say that?
Yeah. I mean, I was lucky, during lockdown, I was in New Zealand, first of all, so that was one lucky thing. But also, I always lived with flatmates. Actually, that's one of the things I'm grateful for about still living with flatmates, is that, I've always had people around during these lockdowns.
I spent the lockdown, March 2020 up until October 2020. I spent those 9 months or whatever, lockdown alone in my apartment in Barcelona. Because I have friends, but of course, people were not supposed to see anybody and stuff. But I didn't have a bad time, to be honest, because I'm social, but I enjoy my time alone too.
Me too.
And it helped me. It helped me to put my shit together in my head, rethink what I wanted to do. to me, I didn't spend a really bad lockdown, even though I
Good.
spent it alone, to be
Good.
honest.
I'm learning to be better by myself. I think like it takes time, right? And
Yeah.
usually, I mean, I'm a very extroverted person, but
It hits you different, right? Depending on the person, it hits you different. Spending time alone.
And I think that's something so important that we all need to learn to do. And I think that goes back to like never living on your own or never leaving your parents' house. Like you're never alone. And I think we all need to learn how to be alone sometimes. And it's also so rewarding. I love being by myself too.
We were talking, yeah, right.
Do it a lot
The other day we were having dinner and we were talking about that, right? Recharging
Yes.
your energy, right?
That's how I recharge. Is I have the my apartment to myself this weekend, and it is. I love it so much. I'm so happy.
yeah, like I love being around people. But I actually lived my last 2 years. I was in like a sleep out.
What is that? What is
Yeah,
it? Sleep
what's
out?
that?
Sleep out is sort of like a. Sometimes it's called a granny flat. There are lots of weird terms for it. So it's
A granny
like
flat,
a separate
okay.
house
Okay.
from the main house, but it's attached to the garage usually.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, okay.
So I was in that kind of thing. Where, yeah.
Okay. Voy a explicar. A sleep out es como un adosado, ¿no? It's like an apartment that's
Cuarto afuera de
cuarto
la casa,
fuera. Yo creo que llaman adosado o así.
con el garaje por dentro.
Or a granny house, ¿no?
Granny flat?
Granny flat. A granny
Wait,
flat.
En Nueva Zelanda dice.
I think we call it the in-law suite.